Good afternoon, everybody. Today we are here because I'm going to explain the project of Neapon that's based on 3D printing applied to war games and the creation of figures. Now we are going to talk about the internal and external analysis through a Canva model. Okay, this Canva model summarizes the content of our project, but the project is based on buying 3D printers and use them to 3D print to create figures and miniatures to sell online. And these figures and miniatures, the thematic would be historical and fantasy. Now we're going to talk about the demand analysis. Okay, we would like to focus on Europe because it's the market that we know the most. But we know that we have a very reduced market because we have a product that not everybody could want, so our target is very small. Last year, 3.7 people in Europe bought figures that had to do with historical or fantasy thematic. So we evaluate that our target is there. Okay, our buyer persona could be someone interested in video games, in war games, people that consume social media because our idea is to make advertisements through there, to send advertisements through there, and is also someone interested in history, interested in the fantasy world, in books, etc. Supply analysis. Okay, our idea is to sell internationally, but as I said before, we know more Europe, so we will focus there. And either I would like to say that in Europe is the place of the world that has the stronger middle class. Okay, here are two very big companies that do the same as we pretend to do. We're trying to be in this market. Well, the idea is that these two companies sell miniatures across the globe. Both of them are from United Kingdom, and Games Workshop is the biggest one. It's one of the biggest companies of the world. They have a market value of 7.1 thousand for share. It's similar to the IBEX 35. Okay, now the 4 P's, we're gonna describe them. First, the product. As we can see here, there's an example of a mounted knight, and our idea is to make something like this, more original, because we will create our own designs and a bit cheaper. And either we would like to talk about the resources. The first one is the resin, 3D printing, and the other one is tools that will help us to work on the miniature. And another one that it's not here because we think that it's complementary. Well, it's complementary. It's the most important thing is the 3D printers. The 3D printers are the machines that are gonna build the figures, the miniatures. Okay, here we found some examples, and there are 3 mounted old bear riders. Then there is a dragon. I think that the design is from Viserion, from Game of Thrones, and the other one is an old bear. The size of each one, the old bear I think is 30 millimeters, and the dragon is 62 millimeters. And the idea is to make prices and size similar to these ones, but with different designs. And the lore the explanation of the history of the world will be either different. The price of the dragon is 28.6 and the price of the old bear is 13.5. Okay, as I said, the price, it would be depending on the size of the figure, and of course it would be different for a dragon than for a mounted knight, but it will be between 12 and 25. Maybe a singular unit of a human could be less than 10, lower. And the set of units that are among 3 and 10, the price will be 30 or higher. Okay, the place that we think is the best will be storage, but that storage should have windows, because it's very important, as we are working with 3D printers that are based on warming the resin to work with it, that the air is very important in the place. So if not, it can be a bit toxic because of the resin. And storage will be very good because to a logistic place, to create the product, it's very big, etc., etc. Okay, promotion. We think that a marketplace own ads are cheapest and are very good because you don't have to hire a marketing person. But because of what are we making, that we are looking for a very specific target, Facebook ads are very nice because they go after people that on the cookies search things similar to the interests that we think that are important for selling our product. Okay, here is an example. Of course, we have to focus here on the promotion, on the place that those people occupy in our company. The community manager, the administrative person, the 3D designer, the expert in 3D printing, that will be the person that is focused on the maintenance. Okay, and last but not least, the human resources. The salary could be between 1,100 and 2,300. That would be average, but the person that will have the lowest salary would be the administrative person, and the person that will have the highest would be the 3D designer. And so that's it.